And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to Let's Stream Assassin's Creed Unity. In the last part, we continued to assist the Marquis de
What's cheer,
Sade,
Arno?
yes, which in clearing the Court of Miracles of political opponents. We also continued to search into the Helix Rift for more assassin intel. Now we are finally reporting back to what remains of the Assassin Council after the death of Mirabeau, our mentor and master assassin Pierre Bellic. And we're almost an elite enforcer. Grand. The King's correspondence. The King is in possession of certain letters that might incriminate the assassins. Find them and destroy them before the mob gets a hold of them.
You summoned?
Monsieur Dorian, we have a task for you.
More fetch and carry work, I imagine.
Two master assassins are dead, one by your own hand in defense of a Templar. Count yourself lucky this is the extent of your punishment.
And Germain?
It's none of your concern. Last night, the Paris Commune declared itself an open insurrection against the king. As we speak, 20,000 armed revolutionaries are laying siege to the Tuileries. Even the National Guard are on the brink. Some of them have thrown in with the revolutionaries. France is splitting at the seams.
And this doesn't please us? The people are fighting for what is owed them. Liberté, égalité.
If we danced about on a simple scale in need of balancing, you'd be right. But the truth is more complicated. In putting Mirabeau's affairs in order, we've come across certain correspondences of a royal nature.
Mirabeau's in contact with the king.
And he was rather less discreet than he should have been. If the king's copies of these letters were made public, the Templars would be in a position to expose and purge our agents across France.
And I'm to slip in and find them first.
And quickly, the Swiss Guard are badly outnumbered. It's likely they'll be overwhelmed before nightfall.
Won't be the first palace I've broken into.
Ready? Aim! Fire! Good work. Back to your posts.
Okay. Infiltrate the palace. That's what we'll do.
Honestly, the quality of rhetoric amongst bloodthirsty rioters these days.
3 cover kills, 3 alarm bells to sabotage. Viewpoint.
Something's going on. What was that?
Not good.
Bloody ghost. Right. Let's get back. This is my patriotic duty!
Okay. Oh, they're everywhere.
Didn't dream that. Up and bloody disappeared, he did. Why would anyone carry on like that? Oh!
Oh.
Someone there.
Two?
I'll catch you. If you want to live. Strange. Bloody skulked off, hasn't he? Now where's he bloody gone off to? Strange.
You'll never know.
Where are you, you bleeding pillock?
Hell was nothing.
Clever bastard. Christ. We may.
He's a shadow. Right.
Yeah, a shadow.
Back! Back! Stay away!
Oh!
Not here.
I guess that's what you call patriotic spirit.
You certainly don't look like a blood-crazed revolutionary. The hood is a bit sinister, though, if you don't mind my saying.
Serving as rear guard, are you? Convenient how that puts several locked doors between you and the fighting.
Oh, I'm not here at all. Not officially, anyway. But how often does one find the opportunity to poke about in a king's private study?
Looking for anything in particular?
State secrets, private correspondences, personal treasures, that sort of thing.
I do hope we're not eyeing the same prize.
Name it.
Certain letters written to the king, ripe for misunderstanding, should the wrong men find them.
I see. Well, then perhaps we can help each other. I believe the king has built a hidden vault somewhere in here. If only we could find it.
Napoleon Bonaparte. Had he been born a few weeks earlier, Napoleon would have been Italian. What a terrifying thought. He was born with the Italianized version of his name, Bonaparte, on the island of Corsica, which belonged to Genoa until the Genoese sold their rights to the French crown. The skinny Napoleon had a difficult adolescence, badly dressed and with a heavy Corsican accent. His rustic manners were out of place among the smart young nobles who attended the same military school as he did. The future emperor, the booted Jacobin, was a bad boy who was often absent. In 6 years he notched up 38 months of leave for 33 months of presence under the French flag. So in fact, he was quite Italian then. In 1791, he spent several months in Corsica to help Pascal Paoli, the Corsican liberator, who would go on to hate and distrust the Bonaparte family. He exceeded his leave of absence and was struck off on January 1st, 1792. Although a civilian once more, he was promptly appointed colonel of a battalion of volunteers that would fire on demonstrators protesting against the civil constitution of the clergy. Without being ordered to do so, he took the citadel of Ajaccio. You say self-motivated, I say rude. Later, he took part in the revolutionary days of the 20th of June and August 10th, 1792. His participation in the siege of Toulon, though he did not take the city all by himself, and his mastery of artillery gained him the admiration of Augustin Robespierre, younger brother of the revolutionary leader Maximilien Robespierre, who appointed him brigadier general and put him in command of the artillery of France's Army of Italy. Following the failed royalist putsch of 13 Windenmeyer, where, under the orders of Paul Barras, whose mistress he would go on to marry, he gunned down the Voltigeurs. He returned to Italy this time as general-in-chief. It was during these next few years that his life forever changed. Better than anyone, he knew how to exploit his victories and cover up his defeats for the sake of public opinion. In France, everyone remembered the Battle of the Pyramids, which he won, while hardly anyone remembered the Battle of Aboukir Bay, which he lost. Widely recognized by the age of 30, he sought neither to be an aristocrat nor a revolutionary. When his mother reprimanded him one day, he famously replied, "Io sono imperator." In 1799, he affirmed, "Io sono Bonaparte," had he become second to none. He had also mostly lost his Corsican accent. Huh. We'll definitely have to read that later, as well as that. The Iron Cabinet. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep an eye on young Napoleon.
You were saying?
Very nicely done, my friend. Incredible.
Find your prize.
Cornucopia, yes. And you?
Believe so. Yes. This is it. That should take care of that.
May I suggest we leave? Quickly.
What is that?
Our way out. Cover me, would you?
That man just found an apple of Eden. More. Oh. And a gun. Oh.
Let's go.
Search everything! I want those documents!
Damn!
Yes, Captain Rui has that effect on people.
Friend of yours.
Persistent thorn I haven't quite managed to pluck out.
He has information I need. I need to get back up there.
In this mess, you'll never find him again. Come with me, I have a better idea. You handled yourself well back there. I don't suppose you've ever considered military service?
I'm not much for following orders.
Ah, the bane of generals and statesmen everywhere. An individualist. I know the feeling. Men like us have a great advantage over most in the army. You see, we can think for ourselves. If you joined up today, you'd be a marshal in 10 years, guaranteed.
A generous offer, but no.
Where the heart leads, a man must follow. Look me up if you ever change your mind. Bonaparte is my name. Napoleon Bonaparte. Second Lieutenant of Artillery. For now.
Anno Dorian.
A pleasure. And as a personal favor, if anyone asks, I was never here. Watch the whole thing from a furniture shop across the carousel.
A face in the crowd. Of course.
Ah. There we go. Just have to focus a bit. There we are.
What now?
Just a moment. You may want to take cover.
Everything all right, sir?
Fine, Corporal. Superb shot. Regular drills are critical to a regiment's success.
We should be going, sir.
We part ways here.
What about Rui?
Give me a few days. I'll see what I can learn of his current posting. Perhaps I can arrange an introduction. Be well.
Be well indeed. That's hilarious. Wow. Look at all this. The September Massacres. All right then.
Come here! I'll smash you like a bloody... Play out! Don't lose it!
The Vinodome.
Un homme bien étrange. Bienvenue à vous.
All right. Let's take a bit of a detour. There we are. Ooh. Wow. There we go. "82 meters away." Ooh. All right. Napoleon. Rui and his men are storming Le Grand Châtelet prison and executing prisoners. Find him and stop him.
This morning I was accosted by 3 men carrying some poor soul's head atop a pike. seems they mistook my uniform for a mark of nobility and demanded I shout, "Long live the Republic," to prove my allegiance.
I suppose handing out tricolor cockades is now passé. What did you do?
I shouted, "Long live the Republic."
A man of principle.
Life is more valuable than dignity. But this is what happens when you give command of the government to half-starved lunatics and command of the army to bloodthirsty savages.
Rui.
I wanted him assigned to some out-of-the-way garrison. But the man redefines the term friends in high places. He's untouchable.
But you know where I can find him.
Rumor about the barracks is that he and a unit of his cronies plan on marching on the Grand Châtelet this afternoon. If he were to meet with an accident, few in France would suffer. My career certainly wouldn't.
Well, practice your speech-making.
All right. Let's kill a captain. Ah, black box mission.
Get their weapons. Nobody try anything.
Come on, boys! Find me a warden!
Five entrances, 2 collectibles, 1 secret entrance, and 40 guards. All right then.
Put me back! Put me back! Run! Run! They're killing us! Run!
Get away! Stop them! Help us!
Something's not right.
God will judge you!
Nothing important.
If they try anything, shoot them! You'll go to the guillotine for this. Hand where I can see you! Not
You got 2 more days.
Keep still! No tricks! This is inhuman!
Come on.
Citizen, where I spill your guts and
Terrible. Terrible.
Are you sulking, Warden?
Hey! Stay there, citizen!
Sorry, Warden. Only we couldn't find the rest of it. Well, if you don't want it, I suppose. I suppose it would make a fine souvenir.
Alors, demande la patrie, le jour de gloire est arrivé.
Come on, stick! Stick!
Come now, Warden. Let's have a cheer.
Okay, he walks off. I'll assassinate him. Yeah.
What's the matter? Not a fan of liberty? Freedom bores you?
Ah! Look! He misses you.
Tut, tut, Warden. Your brother will think you rude. Mind, he's lost a bit of weight since last you saw him.
Oh! Are you sulking, Warden?
Not good.
Well, I'm terribly sorry, Warden. Only, well, we couldn't find the rest of it.
Where is he? What did this?
Well, if you don't want it, I suppose it would make a fine souvenir.
Alors, demande la patrie, le jour de gloire est arrivé.
Come on!
Not hearing things.
Whew.
I was right behind the bastard.
That's not right. I was just behind you.
Yeah. Right behind me.
By all the... How far can he be? That way?
Shit.
Or...
Which way?
You're mine. You can't hide. There! You won't shake me, you bastard!
I'll get you now. Well, let's see. What do you do? No. Oh.
If you have orders to remove us from this hall, you must also get authority to use force. For we shall yield to nothing but bayonets!
Ah, to administer is to govern. To govern is to reign. That is the essence of the problem.
Mr. Mirabeau. Pathetic, isn't it? Surely France deserves better.
What was that? Roy, clean up your mess. It's time.
Told you I could make him talk. You've done well, Captain. Breathe.
The price of grain is higher than ever, Grandmaster. Our agents are in place to divert the shipments to our docks. They wait only your command.
Good. Starve them. Through famine and fury, they will see their false masters for what they are, but do it gradually.
What you're asking will take at least a year, Grandmaster. If not two.
All right.
Les riches doivent contribuer.
Tu peux y arriver, assomme-le!
Au meurtre! Garde! Hâtez-vous! Au
There you are. Okay. Many more stories are coming to light. All right, and where's our next one? Starving Times. Paris is in the grip of famine, and it's all part of Germain's plan. Find out who's responsible and put it into it. Well, how many sequences do we even have? 10, 11, 12. 12 sequences. And we also have all of Dead Kings as well. Okay. Well, that's probably a great time to do some more of the Paris stories. Though it appears we have more newspapers. All right. So what do we have next? Well, we've got about 15 minutes left in the episode, so let's do some more Helix Rifts. That will be a decent use of our time. Covert. All right.
We're counting on you to save our operative. He's somewhere in the simulation. Hold on a second. I need to decrypt it. This should come in useful. Wow, this should make our researchers very happy. That data node is starting to desync. You better collect it before it loses all value. Let's hope that contains something valuable. Excellent. data. Try to reach it before it's gone completely.
Oh.
Done. We need all the data we can find. I've been able to pinpoint our agent's location. This will come in handy. Great find. The simulation will start collapsing soon. Hurry! That data node is starting to desync. You better collect it before it loses all value. There's the agent. Get him out.
Okay, I've got 30 seconds.
I think this data could really help us. Wait a second. This one's encrypted. He's out of position. Good work.
Nice.
10 seconds left.
Oh no.
5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Run! The simulation is collapsing. Our operative is safe and sends thanks.
Whew. Nice. All right, back to the Helix. Potential Sage list. Level 5 security clearance only. It is a federal and blah, 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 blah. Alvaro, here's an updated list of genetic memory fragments and textual sources that refer or belong to known hyperhominids, aka sages. Please note that this list does not imply that we have sufficient genetic memory data to directly access these experiences, only that we have located potential hotspots for investigation. There have been a handful of other references to sages and so-called immortal beings throughout history, but I have not listed those with insufficient specificity. The list is in reverse chronological order, beginning in the present and receding into the past. Okay. John Standish, born August 16th, 1975. Status subject to cease, samples extracted, body preserved. David Jones, nationality possibly English, born in the mid-20th century, status unknown. In the 1970s and 80s, a few scattered reports of a man resembling a sage surfaced. He was said to be otherworldly, extraterrestrial, and possessed by multiple personalities. So far, these reports have proved inconclusive. Name unknown, nationality Indian, born 1885, India. Status: we have a lengthy series of memories that take place during the creation of the Indian National Congress in which a sage is reported to appear. As yet, however, we have had no direct confirmation. Our search is ongoing. Name unknown, nationality France, born early 18th century, France. Status: we currently have enough genetic material extracted from samples 123355, 422356, and 777561 to adequately investigate this lead. Our search is about to ramp up. This is Jaban. John Bartholomew Roberts, born 1682 in Wales, killed and disposed of by the assassin Edward Kenway in 1722 off the coast of Africa. His body was never recovered. We are currently searching for genetic memories belonging to members of the crew and those who knew him well. Thomas Cavanaugh. He was the one who left the letters in the bottles in Black Flag. Thomas Cavanaugh, born in 1652, Boston. Status: our knowledge of Mr. Cavanaugh comes from our research from the life of Edward Kenway, gleaned from a series of letters collected over an 8-year period in the early 1700s. It is believed Mr. Cavanaugh passed away somewhere on the northern shores of Jamaica at some point around 1706, but no intact genetic material has ever been recovered from this sage or from people who knew him. Name unknown, born in 14th century, China, Hongwu Emperor's reign. Status: multiple references taken from 3 separate text sources contain descriptions of a probable sage living in the early period of the Ming Dynasty. All 3 sources refer to the sage as a Confucian scholar and member of the emperor's court. Name unknown, born 6th century, Byzantium during Justinian's reign. Status: a fragmented series of memories from a Christian bishop points to the possibility that a member of his congregation was a sage. We are currently mining for further memories from this period. The Wanderer, born Judea. Status: believed to have encountered Christ en route to Golgotha. All references to the sage are anecdotal, however, awaiting further information. Interesting. Occupied Paris Tower. We've completed this one here. Yes. So either Occupied Paris Tower or Data Harvest. Okay, let's do this one.
The more data you can collect, the better your reward. But the assassin is more important.
Of course he is. Alright, let's start.
Our techs will start analyzing the data right away. Great find.
It wasn't raining before.
You need to gather that data before it loses all integrity. Quick! Excellent. This could hold some major Abstergo secrets. Good. Our techs will start analyzing the data right away. Wait a second. This one's encrypted. Excellent. This could hold some major Abstergo secrets. Data received.
Okay.
Assassin position triangulated. Excellent. This could hold some major Abstergo secrets. Another piece of the puzzle. Well done.
Oh, that's not good. I was doing so well too.
We thought we'd lost this assassin for good. His life is in your hands now. Find him. Great find. Nicely done. We need all the data we can find. You need to gather that data before it loses all integrity. Quick! This data comes from deep within the helix. Well done.
Okay.
This should come in useful. Wait, this data is encrypted. something valuable. Good. We have enough data to trace our man's position. Wow, this should make our researchers very happy. Good job. The more data we can get, the better.
Oh,
Hold on a second. I need to decrypt it. Quick. Time is running out. This one's encrypted. Wait. Hold on a second. I need to decrypt it. Having this data could really help us. Hold on. Decrypting.
okay. All right. Here we go.
Data received. He's there. You have to save him. Free. Well done. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds. 3,
Oh well.
1. Our operative is safe and sends his thanks.
All right. Assassin Intel 2 of 2. Nice. Let's see what we've got. Reconnaissance memo. Doctor, your concerns regarding the observatory have been noted, and I am inclined to agree. However, my status as Guardian requires that I first confer with my 2 colleagues, after which point we will pass our judgment on to the General of the Cross. If he or she has any concerns with your proposal, you will be apprised within the week. If you hear nothing by August 2nd, 2014, proceed as you see fit. If we do proceed with your plan, I will contact our Grandmasters in Cuba, Mexico, and the United States to get a read on the situation. With luck, the site will be undisturbed. This is probably wishful thinking, and there is a good chance the assassins will still have some sort of surveillance over the site, as we discovered last year in the course of our Kenway investigation. The Caribbean Brotherhood appointed a small faction to protect the location at some point around 1723. We don't know if their stewardship is still ongoing. To echo your sentiments from our last discussion, I too believe the missing blood vials are of critical importance to our current Phoenix project. Locating these will be a boon, but we should not ignore the value of the skulls as well. In canny hands, the technology found in the skulls could lead to another organization cracking the genetic memory code. Our estimates say we will control Animus technology for 13 years at best, but it's only a matter of time before our technology is stolen, compromised, and distributed. We know the assassins have long had access to critical pieces of our technology, but they have not cracked the puzzle of surrogate DNA, how to extract it, how to sequence it, etc. We need to ensure that does not happen for a long, long time. Then there's that other problem, but I'm waiting for a full analysis to fully understand exactly what she is and what she's capable of before going into panic mode. At the very least, we know she's capable of rather grand disruptions around the world, so keep your security tight. We'll be in touch. AR, probably for Alan Rickon. Interesting. Our remaining Helix Rift is going to be in occupied Paris at the tower again. Probably a more intense version of the previous 2. Then, that'll be it for a while. Let's take a look at the sequencing for the Helix Rifts. Yes, and then 2 others. Alright, that is going to be a fine place to go ahead and end the episode for today. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope that you're enjoying the playthrough as we have gotten a little bit farther with the plot. We are approaching beyond the halfway point now, so I don't want to do the story, overpace it, and then risk just doing all of the side content on the very rear end of the playthrough. We do want to avoid doing that. But we also likely have enough money for some new equipment. Which is very nice. Let's see. Yes. So, let's take a look. We have the Master Hood, Master Chest, Master Forearms. We do not have the Master Belt, however. That would be here. Yes. And thankfully it comes pre-upgraded. And with that, we can also bring our own Master Hood up to snuff. Yes. And as for our legs, we will probably be purchasing the Master Arno breeches next. Bourgeoisie, yes. And then we'll continue on to the legendary Brigand breeches. As far as our weapons go, we could afford a new sword. Probably in the Straight Falchion family, though it doesn't appear to have just about the same. So why not just save it until we can afford the katana or the snake-hilted sword? I think we'll go with the snake-hilted sword just for sake. Our pistol is still fine. There's no reason why we should ever buy a duck foot. The gold-plated pistol, however, will be our final purchase. All right. Looking good, Arno. Ah, yes. But with all that being said, that'll be a fine place to go ahead and end our story for today. When we come back next time, we will be turning a more practiced eye to Paris, doing as much of the side content as we can in many of the areas that we still have yet to explore. We'll probably go to L'Arsenal, discover its viewpoint, and really, we might as well just go from right to left, doing everything on this side of the river. And we'll be doing that for a few episodes before continuing on with the 9th sequence. Then once we do this 9th sequence, we'll spread here. Yeah, I think that's a good plan. So, for a few episodes, you'll know that we're going to be doing a lot of the side content. So, if you are watching this in the future, you can skip ahead to when we do that. It probably won't take us more than 3 or 4 episodes to do all of the Northern Paris content. But in case it doesn't, I mean, just read the episode titles. It'll probably be hinted at. But that is all I have for today. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoy the content, please consider following me here live on twitch.tv/JeffTheNarrator469 or like and subscribe on YouTube, where I compile playlists of all the content that I stream here on Twitch so that it's always accessible. And hopefully, within a couple years, I can look back and cringe at how my early content was. But as for now, I'm pretty proud. Oh, this is great. There's always something happening in France. But, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, until next time, keep telling stories.